I'm Sarah Nodine, and I'm going to be talking about the Sheet Music Consortium Digital Library. The Sheet Music Consortium is a group of libraries working to build an open collection of digitized sheet music using the Open Archives Initiative Protocol for metadata harvesting. The data contained in the collection is hosted by the UCLA Digital Library Program, who provides access to the sheet music at the various hosting libraries. The Sheet Music Consortium is always looking for additions of significant sheet music collections, of which FSU's Allen Music Library is hoping to soon be a contributor. The Sheet Music Consortium was funded by a National Leadership Grant from the Institute of Museum and Library Services in 2009. UCLA and Indiana University developed the tools and services needed for metadata aggregation for the collections. Additionally, guidelines for best practices were developed so they could facilitate the merging and downloading of records. There are many participating libraries listed here, both international and national. Metadata can be added to the Sheet Music Consortium in two ways. First, through direct harvesting from an Open Archives Initiative, OAI, metadata provider, or second, through the creation of an OAI static repository and registration of that repository on the Consortium's Static Repository Gateway. As the FSU Music Library has begun preparing items for upload into the FSU Digital Library via Islandora, we created our metadata scheme based on the Sheet Music Consortium in order to follow their standards for our future participation. Here you can see the various content areas where they have provided information and guidelines for setting up your metadata. There is enough detail here, for example, in identification numbers, that music librarians who may be entering the data would be able to best describe the items they have in hand, though some bits of the information may be more difficult for non-music librarians to decipher immediately. It has been an interesting process trying to make these guidelines fit into a more general framework. The Sheet Music Consortium is not meant only for librarians or scholars searching for music related to their research. Similar to the Library of Congress American Memory Project, gathering digitized sheet music allows amateur musicians and those who just appreciate music to freely browse and see what is out there. Many musicians have their own personal sheet music collections, and, in seeing the value libraries are placing on preserving and sharing these resources, they may be more inclined to contact a participating library to donate their materials. In my own experience teaching a music research course here at FSU, being able to use this online resource allows me the opportunity to pull up materials on the computer to share what we don't have physical access to at our library. Any restriction notices and contact information for permission uses for certain items is included in the record for that particular piece. When searching the Sheet Music Consortium, there are various ways to find materials. From the home page, you can conduct a basic search, limiting by title, name, subject, place, publisher, digitized sheet music, or community activity. Additionally, from the home page, you can go directly to an advanced search. By choosing advanced searching, you can limit your search further and enter multiple search items. Let's say you were interested in what digitized sheet music was out there and didn't have a particular piece in mind. Clicking on Browse at the top of the page allows you to look through the various collections contributed by the participating libraries. Not only will you be able to go directly to their collections, but you can also see how many items they have contributed. Though it is clear that some collections contain an extraordinary number of pieces, like the vocal sheet music collection of nearly 85,000 items at the University of Illinois Library at Urbana-Champaign, others are much smaller. For example, the University of Washington Pacific Northwest has contributed only 306 records from their sheet music collection. In addition to being able to search the digital collections, you can also create your own or use others' virtual collections. This feature is wonderful for saving items of interest or even preparing a list for a particular course you may be teaching. These shared lists are a great way to share resources and pull together materials in a creative way that others may benefit in using for their own research. For example, you could pull together images and sheet music on the Erie Canal, only one here, but other collections may have others. Though some of the information and updates on the homepage may seem a bit dated, items are regularly being added to the larger collection. Though it would be ideal to have as many libraries participating as possible, I can speak from personal experience that it is a difficult task to undertake if you do not have the staffing and resources already in place to digitize the individual collections. That being said, I do believe this is an invaluable resource for musicians and non-musicians to enjoy. I hope you will take a moment to enjoy the music.